Job description on multiple functions. Suitable for HR recruiters, job applicants and employers. It's made for training purpose. Job description on multiple functions. All skills mentioned here may not be required for all positions for all companies, but it's almost the exhaustive list of required skills, which are essential to become the respective professional. For company-specific positions, apart from these specific skills, we need to consider the other factors of the candidate as follows and need to discuss with the candidate. Other factors: office location, product, services, distance between office and home, age, gender, current salary, expected salary, work timing, day or night shift, notice period, etc. It's common for all JD mentioned in the subsequent slides. If you are a HR recruiter, study it in details and get in touch with the candidates accordingly. If you are looking for a job, prepare yourself according to the JD mentioned in the subsequent slides. If you are an employer, and make the JD with the help of it. At the same time, get in touch with us for your manpower requirements. Options and Ideas provides quality manpower and train on HR functions. Happy learning. Please subscribe the channel for more interesting learnings. Topic: Chartered Accountant, CA. Lawyer for Real Estate Company, LLB. Company Secretary. Role: Chartered Accountant, CA. Industry type: all. Ideal qualification: CA. Keywords in CV searching: CA, CA final. Key responsibilities: income tax returns, internal audit and statutory audit, GST return, all statutory compliance for finance, liaison with all lending banks, vendor payment management, debtor and creditor management, conducting tax planning and tax oversight for special projects, resolving any tax-related issues for the business, cash flow management, budget making and financial control, loan and finance management, PL and balance sheet. Key skills: Tally, MS Excel, financial reporting, accounting, budgeting, reconciliation, statutory audit, internal audit, balance sheet finalization, company audit, direct tax, GST, accounts finalization, income tax return, MIS, GST. Role: lawyer. Industry type: real estate. Ideal qualification: LLB, LLM. Keywords in CV searching: LLB, real estate, agreement, deed. Key responsibilities: land searching for 30 years, resolving all property disputes to make clear title deed, get valuation of the property from court, legal verification of the land or property, making POA and other agreements with landlord and other parties, making sale agreement with the buyer, flat sale registration, issue possession letter to buyer, registration of RERA, HERA for the builder as applicable, conversion of the land. Knowledge and skills required: agreement drafting skill, communication in English mainly in writing, knowledge of the rules of the state, transfer of property, TPA, property registration, mutation process, nature of land and its conversion, BL and LRO office and other government offices of land and how it works, Legal Air Act, lease and rent law, excellent interpersonal skills to interact with people at all levels. Role: company secretary. Industry type: all. Ideal qualification: company secretary, CS. Keywords in CV searching: CS, company secretary. Key responsibilities: dealt with the appointment of executive and independent directors and auditors of the company. It included taking board's approval, shareholders' approval as required, filing of relevant A forms such as MGT 14, DIR 12, MR1, ADT1, etc. Intimation to stock exchange under Regulation 30 SEBI, LODR, Regulations, 2015. Preparation of appointment letters. Preparation of annual report including notice of the annual general meeting and board's report as per the Companies Act, 2013 and the SEBI, LODR, Regulations, 2015. Dealt with the private placement of preference shares. Dealt with preferential issue of convertible share warrants, which included taking shareholders' approval and in principle approval, listing approval, trading approval from BSE Limited. Allotment of shares, lock-in, and dematerialization and correspondence for the same with NSDL, CDSL, and RTA. All the SEBI and Companies Act compliance. Carrying out all the quarterly, half-yearly compliance of stock exchange, in PDF, XBRL format. Dealt with the appointment of executive and independent directors, and auditors of the company, which included taking board's approval, shareholders' approval as required. Filing of relevant A forms such as MGT 14, DIR 12, MR1, ADT 1, etc. Intimation to stock exchange under Regulation 30 SEBI, LODR, Regulations, 2015. Preparation of appointment letters, agreements for directors. Preparation of annual report including notice of the annual general meeting and board's report as per the Companies Act, 2013 and the SEBI, LODR, Regulations, 2015. Dealt with the private placement of preference shares. Dealt with preferential issue of convertible share warrants, which included taking shareholders' approval and in principle approval, listing approval, trading approval from BSE Limited. Allotment of shares, lock-in, and dematerialization and correspondence for the same with NSDL, CDSL, and RTA. All the SEBI and Companies Act compliance. Carrying out all the quarterly, half-yearly compliance of stock exchange, in PDF, XBRL format. Dealt with the appointment of executive and independent directors, and auditors of the company, which included taking board's approval, shareholders' approval as required. Filing of relevant A forms such as MGT 14, DIR 12, MR1, ADT 1, etc. Intimation to stock exchange under Regulation 30 SEBI, LODR, Regulations, 2015. Preparation of appointment letters, agreements.